We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just.
Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Today we're going to be doing some last minute prep before baby's arrival, which should be very, very soon here. So these last minute things I really wanted to get done before he gets here to be as organized as possible. And I actually just brought in our bassinet. We're using a pack and play to start with. My brother and sister-in-law may have a hand-me-down bassinet that they're gonna give us, but for now we have this pack and play, which will work great. I wanted to make a little nursing cart or a spot that I can put all of the stuff that I might need in the middle of the night for when he needs to eat or wakes up crying, anything like that. I also wanted to make some baskets to thank the nurses at the hospital and a couple of other things. So we should get going because, like I said, there is a ticking clock and this baby boy is coming hopefully in the next little bit here. So let's get going.
What's your story?
If you saw my other baby prep video, I did a tiny bit by my nightstand here. I got a little nightlight set up for him and I put my pump over by my nightstand as well, but I really wanted to make this a little bit more functional for me. I know there's going to be so many things I'm going to want to have in the middle of the night that are easy for me to reach, and my nightstand is just not going to cut it. I don't want things to be really cluttered or overwhelmed or just to have a ton of stuff on top of my nightstand. That's just going to stress me out in the middle of the night, and it's going to be really hard to find what I'm looking for. So a nursing cart felt like the perfect solution. These are really popular, these carts in general. There's so many different uses for them, but for some reason, the new mom community has really latched on to these for nurseries or nursing carts or whatever you want to call them. But having one on wheels, if you have like a ranch style house, this could be extremely helpful. So you don't have to put a bunch of stuff into the nursing cart and also make a diaper caddy and all these different things. For me, I'm not going to carry the cart up and down the stairs. I'm going to have a separate diaper caddy downstairs, but having this one upstairs by our bedside is great. And I went with the black, first of all, because it matches our bedroom. And then after baby, we can repurpose it and use it. Maybe I was thinking in the gym and put some of our gym equipment there or crafting stuff. The possibilities are truly endless, but I had to read the instructions to figure out how to set it up and was shocked at how quick and easy it was for me to set up. It came with a tiny little wrench tool, but other than that, I just used my hands and that's all I needed, and it really didn't take long at all to get this cart set up. With the cart all set up, it's time for the fun part, the organizing. I also grabbed some of these bins in a smoky color that matched the black cart a little bit and had dumped some things into the pack and play that I needed to sort through. So I'm going to do one bin kind of for pump parts and bottles and make one of the rows on the cart kind of for those pumping items. So I'm sorting through everything and figuring out in my mind the way that I want to organize it and what should go on top for easy access versus middle versus the bottom. I'm using another one of the bins to organize diapers. I'm pretty sure that's something I'm going to want easy access on top. So I'm going to put that on top. So I'm going to see what other products I have sitting here, and it looks like I have some milk storage bags, a little xoxo, which is like a hand breast pump that doesn't require any sort of electricity or anything like that and can catch milk from the other side, and decided to put the pump and parts on the middle tier and diapers and wipes on the top tier, and then some little loveys and rattles for baby on the bottom, and needed to go grab a few more things from downstairs to complete the cart. And I've been doing some research on different things that are nice to have here. So I added like a water bottle and burp cloths and snacks, of course. I've heard that when you're breastfeeding, you're just burning a lot of calories in general. So I got these mini Cliff bars. There's so many different brands of mini little energy bars, and I never finish a whole thing. And when I'm hungry, I sometimes just want a couple of bites of something. So I thought this was a great thing to put on there. The little space back there by my nightstand is a perfect spot to put this. I may end up pulling it out maybe every night or just pulling it out in general once baby arrives, but this is a good spot for now. Just to run through what I have some diaper cream here. This is the Tubby Todd diaper cream. I have my xoxo breast pump. I have some nighttime nursing pads, diapers, of course, wipes. I have a nursery spray, room spray that I've made with lavender, that water bottle so I can hydrate in the middle of the night. And I also put a couple things there for me, like scrunchies. I like silk ones. Those are really nice in the middle of the night. And then some overnight lip balm. Like I said, the next tier down is all of the other milk supplies that I have. So I put my breast pump down there, those milk storage bags, the extra bottles that go with it, and then the pump parts as well. And finally on the bottom, I have burp cloths and those mini Cliff bars that I mentioned. Those are going to be so perfect. And then in the bin on the far left that you can see, I have this little lovey star. It actually has his name embroidered on it, and a cute little lamb rattle as well. I did do some postpartum prep and didn't do this as a part of the postpartum prep video. I'll make sure to link that if you're interested. But I've heard so many things about having padsicles, and padsicles are basically like pad popsicles. You're going to stick them in the freezer. So the basic ingredients on the padsicle are mostly just witch hazel and aloe. I did a little drop of essential oil. I did a little drop of lavender. I read in a bunch of different recipes that lavender essential oils are nice to put on there as well. So I started by putting the aloe on, using a little spatula, moving it around, and then adding witch hazel. And I think the key that I've heard is that you want to saturate it enough that you're getting the benefit of those ingredients you're putting on there, but not so much that you're oversaturating the pad and it won't be able to absorb postpartum bleeding. Also, if you don't really put enough liquid on there or enough of the aloe on there, it's not really going to become a padsicle. It's not going to freeze. So you want to have that fine balance. And you'll see I started by wrapping the first few in tinfoil and then realized there was really no need to do that, and I could just keep it in its original packaging and leave it that way. I think I maybe made 6 or so of these. I didn't make a ton because just in case I don't love them or they don't turn out great, I don't want to have too many of them, and I can always make more and it shouldn't take too long to freeze them. So I'll have these to start with, and if they're really beneficial and I'm still bleeding or in pain, then I can always make more. The last thing I wanted to do was make some little baskets to thank the nurses for helping bring our baby into the world. Those nurses I know put so much into their work and sometimes are really overworked and are on their feet all the time. So I thought it would be nice to give them some snacks and stuff to grab and a little bit of self-care items as well. I think this may be a little bit of a new trend going on. This is also something that you find around on Instagram and Pinterest and things like that. And I think it is something that's really nice and hopefully they appreciate it. I've heard things that sometimes nurses can't accept, like a personal gift. So if you give your specific day nurse or a night nurse a gift, that they can't accept it, but they can accept a just general gift that you leave at the nurse's station. So I made 2 different baskets with all individually wrapped packages that people can just grab whatever they want. So I mostly did snacks, a couple drinks. I did some individual face masks and hair ties. I've also heard things that nurses really enjoy. They like having extra pens, so you can put some of your favorite pens in there. But I try to do a variety of like healthy snacks and little indulgences, and hopefully there's something for everyone in these baskets.
I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. No, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live.
Jim and I were debating kind of the timing of these baskets. My thought is that we bring them in the car with us to the hospital, but this is definitely not the priority to bring into the hospital with us as I'm in active labor. So I think we could leave it in the car and Jim could run to the car later and grab them and set them up at the nurse's station. He's worried with things like sparkling water that if we leave it out in the car in December, it could explode, and that it's not a great idea to leave it in the car. So we still have to think through the timing of it, but we live so close to the hospital, he could always run back and grab it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm feeling like I've basically done everything I can do to prepare for baby at this point. I have everything organized. I have a ton of other videos on all of the organization things I've done to prep. So I will link that playlist in the cards if you're interested in seeing other videos. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you guys later.